zoom into vocabulary and model composition. Okay, model composition. Welcome to Writers at Work. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back. So thank you all for joining our live today and this afternoon. And let's wait for more people to join us before we continue with the live. Okay, so hi everyone. So this is what we'll be doing, PSLE zoom into vocabulary and model composition. Okay, so I'll be reading the passage first and then highlighting the important words. And I'll give you all time to take down the notes as well as the important phrases and words that can be helpful for your compositions, especially for the P6s who are taking your PSLE next year, right? So everyone can just stay and wait for some good answers. Okay, so let's hit. Hey, so hello. Okay, hi everyone. Let's wait for more people to join us before we continue with the live. Okay, so waiting. Okay, if any of you have actually finished your school, which most of you definitely did, right? And today is Thursday, so which means tomorrow is actually the last day of school before school holidays. And for the P6s, probably most of you are having your graduation tomorrow. So hope that all of you are feeling excited, right? Moving on to the next chapter of your life, right? Graduating from primary school that you have been with for 6 years. Okay, hi. Hello. Let's wait for more people to join us first. Okay. So if you have seen our passages before, right? So this is actually from the book Zoom into Model Composition and Vocabulary. So you can see that we have a lot of good phrases in our compose that can be helpful for your PSLE composition. So do remember to take down your notes as well as feel free to take any screenshots whenever you need to. Okay, so let's just wait a little bit more before we go on with this. Okay. Okay, so I'll start reading, right? So it was unbelievable. Okay, so this story is about a hijacked plane, right? It's actually quite a rare story that we will encounter. However, the words that we use in this composition is definitely useful, right? On your description for characters and surroundings. So it was unbelievable being high up in the skies, cruising back to his homeland after a much deserved break. David could not wait to see the faces of his family members who were waiting to pick him up at the airport. His seat was next to the window and he could see the distant lights of the airport coming into the view. Hello, Zimzam Zom. How did you shorten your name without the M's anymore? Zizazo. Actually, what does Zimzam Zom actually mean? Right? What does Zimzam Zom mean? Is it a sound effect or is it actually your name? Hello. And why that emoji? I forgot my other account email. Oh, I see. So this is actually not Zimzamzom. Your name? So your name is Zimzamzom. Interesting. How is it? How's your day going? Right. Graduating tomorrow from primary school. Right. How are you feeling to graduate from primary school and moving on to secondary school soon? Your name, no short. You want go RI? I see. Wow, I hope you can achieve your goals, right? And results day is actually coming really soon. Hey, all the best, Zim Zam Zom, and hope you get the results that you want. Hey, so yes. How was your day in school though? Right. Did you come home really early? Wow, my result 20 November is really in a few days time, right? Are you feeling nervous or you are just going with the flow like others, right? You get to go back to your school on 20th November, right? Go with the flow, I see. Yes, so no matter what outcome it is, right? Don't need to worry or feel so bad about it because it's already over, right? And you just have to go with the flow, as you can see, and just follow what the results can bring you to, right? But for now, you can still take a break and relax, right? Enjoy your post PSLE holidays, since there's gonna be no school at all for the next 1.5 months, right? So pandemonium struck. People started screaming, shrieks filling the aircraft. David was overwhelmed by fear and began to breathe heavily. This Friday is their last, yes, this Friday is their last day in primary school. And enjoy, yes, school holidays is really starting really soon, right? The air steward stumbled forward with a black eye. Momentously, there was complete silence as everyone stared speechless at him. It was then everyone noticed the man standing behind the air steward, holding him at gunpoint. Tomorrow is award recognition day for your school. Zim Zam Zom. Are you going to receive an award? Right. Why do you sound so excited for it? Right. What are your plans? Like what is going to happen for award recognition day? Right. Do you know if you're getting an award for the receptiveness? Receptiveness? Interesting. Oh, so you are receiving an award for receptiveness. Wow, very well done. So what about um what about the graduation then? Since it's award recognition day, what about your graduation ceremony? Because you're receptive. Okay, very good, Zim Zam Zong. I like that you are a receptive student. Alright. You become minion for graduation or for this award recognition day? As in the yellow color little cartoon character, the minion. Right, you mean that, right? For graduation, oh, I see. So you are having a role play as a minion character. That's quite nice. So you have to be in suspenders, right? To be in romper and paint yourself yellow or wear a yellow shirt, right? Okay, it was then everyone noticed when the man standing behind the air steward holding him at gunpoint. Whoever opposes will die, he hollered with intent, and shoved the air steward into an empty seat. King Bob! Yes, King Bob is actually one of my favorite characters in the Minions show. In fact, we do have a King Bob figurine in Writers at Work. Right, maybe we can get to feature them on our TikTok one day. Right, it's really very cute. Hello, Charlene. Very long time no see. How was your trip to Thailand? Hello. Hello, J7ST. Good. J7ST, no, I don't know you. Did you join recently? No. So did you change your username or something? Right, I don't remember there's a J7S. Just change some stuff. Some stuff that feels like a lot because the profile picture and the name, I don't recall having such a such a profile commenting before. Right. Are you Charlene's other account? Right, maybe you are Charlene's other account. Okay, so over here we have another good phrase that we can use, right? Hollering with intent. Intent is a word that comes with from intention. Charlene says nah. Okay, I would like to believe so. Right. Interesting. Okay, so I'm still unable to figure out who J7ST is then. But let's continue on with the passage. You know a name with 9 letter. 9 letter. Your other account actually to display. 9 letter display. J7ST, this has become a hangman game. What about bubbles with exuberance? What do you mean, Zim Zam Zom? Bubbling with exuberance is very good to use as a phrase in your composition, right? To describe characters or people's speech. He bubbled with exuberance. Yes, that's fine. Right. It's nice that you remember how to use these phrases still. Right, because many of the P6s will say that, oh, after PSLE, my brain shut down and I completely forgot all the good phrases. J7ST. You know a name with 9 letters. Is it? No, later it might be obvious. Why are you keeping so mysterious? Okay. Um, I'm not really sure, but maybe actually, is there synthesis and transformation? Zim Zam Zom. Unfortunately, no synthesis today. Zim Zam Zom. You are only and you're only here for the vocabulary and model composition, I believe. Been in your life before, J7ST. Moonlight. Oh yeah, moonlight. It might be moonlight, not gonna lie. Okay. So moving on, right? The plane was being hijacked. Anxiety gripped David. Okay, so other than saying that David felt anxious, right? Other than being saying that David felt anxious, right? We can use anxiety gripped David. Who that? Mochi. Mochi, what do you mean by Mochi? Was your profile picture Mochi? The capybara. Yes, our capybara name is Mochi. But I still cannot figure out who you are, J7ST. Too mysterious already. Completely changed all the name and the pictures. Okay, so no words could calm him. No words could calm him. His mind was racing at breakneck speed. Somehow the captain managed to land the plane at the airport. The terrorists issued a list of demands, including the release of some prisoners and the airplane to be refueled for their escape. They threatened to kill all 120 passengers and crew if their demands were not met by the deadline. Please, don't let me die like this, David prayed fervently. He tried to catch a glimpse through a crack in the drawn windows. The surrounding of the airport was plunged in darkness. Then a movement caught his eye. He recognized the swift, fluid moments as those from the Special Command Forces. A sparkle of hope kindled in him. All was not yet lost. Second letter is O. Moonlight. Who is that? I'm not sure if you are trying to pretend to be Moonlight, pretend not to be Moonlight, or you're just really not Moonlight. Because Moonlight is really 9 letters, as what Simpsons says. Right. Second letter is O. Second letter is O is really. You need to give us the first letter, right? How about that? Or maybe tell us the picture of your profile picture. Like, describe the picture of your profile picture in the past. No. In a split second, the commandos stormed the plane. Oh, Sanrio. Okay, I think I remember already. Is it noise? Sanrio, is it noise? Right, starts with the second letter is O. Oh, so it's not noise. It's Moonlight. Moonlight's profile picture was not Sanrio. Moonlight's profile picture was another thing. Okay, the commandos stormed the plane from the external by forcing open the doors. With trained precision, they took down the 4 terrorists in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat means like it's really fast. It's same as breakneck speed. It's like really, really quick, right? So the ordeal was over. The emergency evacuation chutes were deployed, and all the passengers were safely escorted to the air terminal. Hello, people of the world. Hi. Yes. So, moving on, David ran into the arms of his parents. The tears that he had been fighting back all these while now coursed freely down his cheeks. If you know my real name, you know who I am. What is your real name? I still have no clue. Okay, so these are the power words. So for those who are taking your PSLE next year, right? Charlene, right? You have to take note of these phrases, right? You can take a screenshot or can write them down, right? Give it some time to look at these so that you can revise when you are writing your composition. Use these phrases in your compo to attain a better score, right? If you use them properly, it's actually able to enhance your compositions. Okay, so do well. You say it's Moonlight, but J7ST keeps saying that it is not Moonlight. So I would like to believe that this person is not Moonlight. Right, maybe Moonlight is not here with us today. Who doing live tomorrow? People of the world, I'm sure you are waiting for teacher Mitsuko. However, tomorrow we do have a live with teacher Mitsuko and a live with teacher Jamie's. Moonlight is the only one I'm friends with. I know that you're yes, J7ST. Um Finally, Zim Zam Zom. What are you saying finally? Teacher Jamie is back. Yes, she went live yesterday. Zim Zam Zom. They went live yesterday. Right, we had a live with teacher Jamie yesterday. Yup, with teacher Faiz. Okay, I still have no idea who this J7ST is. So, well, it's up to all of you to discover his or her identity. Okay, so this is the next page, right? Do remember to take down a screenshot or write down the notes and ask me any questions if you want to, because some of the words over here may be pretty tricky to use in a sentence or to be used in your composition overall. Your user has to send real name last time and real name. Maybe maybe you didn't join our live. Maybe it was another teacher. J7ST Chromi something, right? Chromi. But if your username is Chromi, then what would your real name be? I have no idea that there was a Chromi in my life. God, really? Okay, that is very interesting. Okay, catch a glimpse, right? It's a quick look. Okay, plunge in darkness, swift fluid movements. Sparkle of hope kindled in him. Right, lit up. Kindled is like lighting up, so lit up. Okay, all was not yet lost in a split second. Stormed the plane, right? Charged into the plane. Okay, in a heartbeat, the ordeal was over. The emergency evacuation chutes were deployed. He safely escorted, tears coursed freely down his cheeks. Okay, now let's go to the question. Actual name. Actual name, wow, that is challenging. Seraphine. I guess, what is Seraphine? Zim. No. So this is actually a question that is linked to the passage that we have just read through. Right, so question number 1. The air steward blanked forward with a black eye. Right, so this means that he got beaten up. Right, he got beaten up. Got punched in the eye. So what would the answer for question number 1 be? What would the answer for question number 1 be? Okay. G7ST. It's very interesting how you change your whole name from 9 letters to 4 letters, and everyone is actually thinking. Okay, so question number 1. Okay, swaggered. Are you sure it's swaggered? Are you sure it's swaggered? No. Yes, it isn't swaggered. So would you like to try again? Swaggered actually means to walk coolly. Right? It's like, you know the word swag. So this is the word swag. No, number 3. Sauntered. Are you just trying to guess the correct answer? However, let me give you the answer for the definition for saunter instead. So this is to walk in a slow, relaxed manner. Okay? Slow, relaxed manner. Yes, Zim Zam Zom, number 2 is correct. Okay? Stumbled forward with a black eye. Okay? Stumbled forward. Okay, his mind was racing. Right? At breakneck speed, at neck and neck speed, by a neck speed, or up to the neck speed. This is a very obvious phrase for us, right? So we definitely should know the answer for question number 2 to be number when the life ends. The life will end. The life will end at 7. Hey, Zim Zam Zom, so you can actually watch this until you are going for dinner. Last letter E. Oh, you are still trying to give us hints for your name. Okay. So question number 2. Anyone has any idea? Okay. Question 2. At neck and neck speed. J7ST. At neck and neck speed. This is not a good description. Okay, this is wrong. Because being neck and neck means to be very close. Very close competition. Okay, very close competition. This means to be neck and neck. Okay, yes, at breakneck speed is correct. I'm still unable to guess your own name display, J7ST, because I may not even remember that you were in my life before. I apologize for that. Okay, so it's actually quite tough unless you have friends that are in our life today, right? God. Monday. Really, Monday. Monday you were in our life. However, Monday we didn't have a live though. Charlene. Last Monday. How do you remember that? Last Monday. Okay, so that is quite interesting. However, let's move on. Okay, let's move on with this. Okay, next question. The terrorists, right? The terrorists blank a list of demands, including the release of some prisoners and the airplane to be refueled for their escape. Last Monday we did synthesis and transformation. You were here last Friday. Last Friday, what did we do last Friday? Okay, so next question. Question number 3. The terrorists blank a list of demands. Right. So giving out or just telling them that he wants this, right? He is demanding from them. So what word do we use in order for the terrorists to give the list of demands? Right, for question number 3, what would the answer be for question 3? Okay. Does anyone want to try? Question number 3. The terrorists, Zim Zam Zom, circulated. Are you sure it's circulated? Circulated means that he passed down to one person, circulate around and back to him. Right, that's circulating. Hello, Rory's. Key 1. Yes, 1 is correct. Issued a list of demands. You are unable to distribute demands because you distribute flyers, distribute test papers, right, to give out. However, issuing a list of demands is to tell them that, oh, I demand this, okay? Question number 4. Please don't let me die like this. David prayed. He prayed really hard, right? However, we don't really say he prayed really hard in exams because that is very common and we want to stand out from others. So we use a word, right? Okay, number 3, yes. 11028, yes, number 3 is correct. Prayed fervently. Okay, if you have any questions regarding the words that you are unsure of or unclear of, please feel free to let me know. Okay, for question number 4, because all these vocabulary words may be foreign to some of you. Okay, so good job for question number 4. Number 3 is correct. Question 5, the surrounding of the next airport was blank. Okay, the surrounding of the airport, surrounding of the airport was blank. So he is trying to tell us that the surroundings are, it's like nighttime, right? So surroundings of the airport. Okay, the surrounding of the airport. 1. Plunge in darkness. Very well done. Yes. Number 1 is correct. J7ST and GPDP. Right. Plunge in darkness. Okay, question 6. Hi GPDP. Good afternoon. Can please do SNT? Zim zam zom. No, today we are doing vocabulary. He recognized the blank as those from the Special Command Forces. Okay, for this, yes, swift fluid movements. Right, swift fluid movements. Definitely not silky graceful actions because it's the Special Command Forces, right? It's not very graceful. They are very swift and they move really quickly. No SNT again. Hello, 面包. Cher got any clue of me? My name got T. Interesting. No, I have no clue. Okay, question number 7. In a split second, the commandos blank the plane from the external by forcing open the doors. External means outside. Okay, so they were trying to go into the plane from the outside, right, to save the people inside the plane. So external and internal. So they stormed the plane. Yes, stormed is correct. Okay, stormed the plane. Okay, question number 8. With trained blank, they took down the 4 terrorists. 2. Trained precision. Yes, trained precision is correct. Okay, trained precision. Okay, question number 9. They took down the 4 terrorists. Blank. Okay, so it's like quickly and swiftly. So they took them down immediately. Right, in a heartbeat. Yes, thank you, 面包. Right, in a heartbeat is correct. Okay, in a heartbeat. Shalene overseas. Kira Ozil not here, not here. Wow, 面包 still remembers that Shalene is in Thailand. Okay, the emergency evacuation chutes were blank and all the passengers were safely escorted to the air terminal. Just is trying to reveal his or her identity because he or she changed the username and profile picture completely. So like everyone is just playing guessing games to guess who Just is. But no one has any idea, right? GPDP says 4. The emergency evacuation chutes were deployed. Okay, question number 10. Right, number 4 is correct. Okay, very well done. Okay, moving forward to exercise 2. The pop star was blank in scandal when he was found to be in possession of cocaine. Right, this is a type of consumable that is not good for people, right? Early recess. What do you mean by early recess? There's no recess. Okay, C. Just say C. The pop star was by a neck in scandal. Okay, so it's question number 1 C. Does everyone agree that question number 1 is C for exercise 2? Right, or is there any other answers? A. Breakneck. Breakneck actually means like very fast. Like how you break a neck, it just snaps, right? So breakneck is actually like describing it very fast. Yes, 面包, that is correct, right, was up to the neck in scandal. Okay, so first question is actually D. Up to the neck, what does up to the neck mean, right? What does up to the neck mean? Okay, so up to the neck actually means to be very involved in a situation, or to actually have too much of something, right? So that is what is describing up to the neck, right? Deeply involved. It's an idiom, right? Okay, very involved. Okay, this is very involved. Okay, the getaway vehicle traveled at blank speed, hoping to shake off the police hot on their tails. Okay, hoping to shake off the police. So for this, they have to travel at really, really fast speed, right? So the answer can only be A. Okay, A. Okay, let me rewrite this. A. The two racers were blank till the very last lap when one of them made a mistake and the other raced forward to win the race. Okay, I told you there was one phrase that is like very close, tight competition, right? Just knows that it's B. Yes, neck and neck. Okay, very close competition. Okay, moving on to the next one. Due to tough competition, the world champion only managed to win the race by a neck this time round. So just a little margin, a small margin, right? CCTV, okay. Question number 5. The unfortunate Miss Lee has been blanked by a series of misfortunes. Okay, been blank. Series of misfortunes, right? So there's a word that actually describes it, right? So this is a little trickier, right? So what would the answer be for question number 5? D, yes, plagued. D for duck. Okay, plagued is correct. Okay, the driver lost control of his car and it blanked down the ravine. Okay, it blanked down. There's only one way for the car to go down, right? So it plunged down. Yes, okay, plunged down. Plunged down is correct. Tom was severely punished for having blanked his entire assignment from the internet. Okay, yes, C, plagiarize, right? Copying word for word, right? So plagiarizing. The cleaner had to take 2 days to clear the drain that was blank with rubbish. Okay, for this case, it is only left with one option, which is B, boy. Yes, B for boy. Plucked with rubbish. Right, so question 9. This line of product was blank early this year in conjunction with the company's anniversary. So this line of product was blank early this year. Okay, line of product. Okay, the keyword is line of product. Question number 9. Any answers? Inaugurated. Yes, key question 9 is inaugurated. Okay, next question 10. The group of explorers blanked the trek into the Amazon at the crack of dawn. Okay, what would the answer be for question number 10? Yes, A, commenced, right? Commenced, started, right? Started the trek into the Amazon at the crack of dawn. Advertisers have to stay blank to what the general public requires and needs. Okay, so for this case, there is only one possible option left, right? So it is attuned. Okay, stay attuned to what general public requires and needs. Troops were immediately deployed. Yes, deployed. Okay, yes, everyone says B, that is correct. Next dot. Yes, D for dot. Deployed. Okay, yes, deployed. Okay, very well done. So now let's move on to the third exercise. Right, from his vantage point high up on the hill, he managed to blank off white sails, blank in the calm blue sea. Okay, for this question, take time to read the options before answering. Okay, so for question number 1, okay, you gave hint without me knowing. Okay, interesting. Okay, GB says F and A. Question number 1, F and A is correct. Okay, he managed to catch a glimpse of white sails cruising on the calm blue sea. Okay, so it's F and A because the white sails is like little boats with like really big flags. Okay, the white sails. Okay, question number 2. The elderly lady was attended to and blank away by the paramedics after her blank with the robber. Okay, was attended to and blank away by the paramedics. Just, what do you mean by just? J. Oh, J for just. Escorted away. Right, escorted away is correct. Right, escorted away by the paramedics after her blank with the robber. Yes, after her ordeal with the robber. Very well done. She was so blank by her near-death experience that tears blank down her sunken cheeks. Okay, she was so blank by her near-death experience. Okay, so what would the answer for the third blank be? Grandma, are you sure? She was so kindled. Kindled is something kindling within you. It's like sparked or lighting up. Right, so that's what kindle actually means. So maybe try again. Right, there's a better option for this answer. You put cow. Yes, she was so overwhelmed by her near-death experience. Yes, that tears blanked down her sunken cheeks. Okay, tears blanked down her sunken cheeks. Kindled, not really light up down her sunken cheeks. Does not really sound right. Right, try again. Okay, for the last, yes, kangaroo. K for kangaroo. Coursed freely down her sunken cheeks. Hello, Danish. E is incorrect for this question. Okay, or do you mean for question number 3? Yes, question number 3, the first blank is E. That is correct. Hey, hello. Yes. He could only stare speechless at the car in the driveway. He could not believe that this was a present from his father, no matter how blank it was. Today is the last day of school. Hello. How have you been? Right. And last day of school means that school holidays is coming up. And are you going to enjoy your school holidays by going overseas, or you're just staying in Singapore doing all the holiday homework? G, yes. Okay, so no matter how, are you sure it's G? How kindled it was. Yes, sir. You are going overseas, Danish. For question 3, second blank. Try again. Just try again. It's not grandma. Okay, it's something else. Yes, okay. Much deserved is the correct answer. Okay. Kenny blank as he scaled the crest of a hill. Okay, Kenny blank as he scaled the crest of the hill. Scale means to overcome and climb. Okay, D, yes, breathed heavily. He breathed heavily. And lastly, it's G, hope kindled in him. D for dinner, yes. Okay, I like how all of you are using the long form of the word that starts with that letter, right? I'm only asking for one letter and you are giving me so many new words. Okay, now we have another model composition. Take down your notes, take down the important words that you can use in your compositions, right? So all of these will be really helpful when you are writing compos in school as well as during your exams for your PSLE exam. Yes. Okay, so the sun spilled its rays into the room, invading every nook and corner. I shot out of bed instantly alert. It was impossible to deceive myself that dawn had not arrived. My family was in an ecstatic mood on that Sunday morning as we were heading to a beach outing at Sentosa. Feeling exultant, I was literally marching to the MRT station like a zesty soldier. My family chattered blithely as we headed to the crowded station to meet up with our cousins. The MRT station was swarming with weekenders and bursting at its seams. I looked around for my cousins, who were supposed to meet us at the station control. A black trash bag next to a pillar caught my eye. Recalling that we were to report any suspicious items, I tugged on my father's sleeve. Just then, a cheerful voice called out my name. I turned and saw my cousins making their way towards my family. In that simultaneous moment that I raised my hand in welcome, a deafening blast rocked the grounds. Everything became a grey, blurry mess, and the pandemonium took over. The area where the black trash bag occupied earlier was now a black crater. Every single person hurtled like cannons for the escalators and stairs. My father struggled to keep all of us together. We ran as fast as our legs could carry us. Smoke and sparks shrouded our vision. The pungent smell of ammonia choked our lungs as we gasped for air. Throngs of flames licked at the floors of the station. Shrieks of the running crowd vibrated through the air. The hungry flames swallowed every combustible material along its path. It was frightening and a ghastly sight. We finally reached the open field adjacent to the burning inferno. With great relief, my family was reunited with our cousins. Soon we heard the incessant wailing of sirens. The civil defense took positions and battled the persistent flames. The paramedics set about work and rendered the first aid to the victims. Some were horrendously burnt. The victims were sent to the hospital immediately. At this juncture, another thunderous blast reverberated from the MRT station, and that was already engulfed in flames. All witnesses stood in shock and horror at the tragedy that unfolded right before our eyes. The MRT station collapsed. I wished wholeheartedly that someone had noticed the black trash bag earlier. The black trash bag was the only one of the several bombs that was planted. The bombs had resulted in the loss of many innocent lives. I now learned the importance of remaining vigilant at all times. My family stood in silence as we mourned the loss of innocent lives and prayed for justice to be served to those who had carried out this terror. Okay, power words time. Take down your notes, take your screenshots that are helpful for you, right? That I believe all of the words over here can actually add a lot of value to your conversation if you use them. Okay, so you don't need to use all. Maybe just one, right? Remember one phrase a day, right? Will actually be really helpful for you in the long run. Okay, so yes, so here are the words. Take your time to read through them and take a look at the words over here. Okay, so the sun spilled its rays into the room, invading every nook and corner, shot out of bed instantly alert in an ecstatic mood. Okay, let's move on to the next part over here, right? They knew and I didn't just now. Your name. What do you mean? Who are they? They is two people. So you are Moonlight. Okay, smoke and sparks shrouded our vision. The pungent smell choked our lungs. This is actually the strong smell, right? Pungent actually means strong. Okay, strong smell. Ah, maybe you are Moonlight. So you are Moonlight. Right, I only remember Moonlight was here for our previous live sessions. And but you kept denying that you are Moonlight. Maybe not. Okay, so I'll just assume that you are Moonlight then. Okay, hello, welcome Moonlight. Okay, so for this part, let's go to the question since everyone is done with the phrases over here, right? So I know Moonlight always have goals and targets. Assume. What do you mean by assume? You are Moonlight. Right. There's no other way to say that there's a 9-letter word other than Moonlight. From your name itself, where got? Right, why not? You can be Moonlight, right? Moonlight is 9 letters. Right. So they knew your name. Yeah, so they knew Moonlight. Got your real name, got 9 letters. Your real name? Your real name have 9 letters, not Moonlight. What is the first letter? Why are you so desperate to keep your name as a hangman game, right? Your classmate named 12 letters. Interesting. Okay. That's your name. Quite interesting. I don't remember having this person in our life. Oh, that's your classmate's name. I wouldn't know your classmate. I wouldn't know your classmate. And I wouldn't know your real name either. Right. Maybe it's a different person. Your name is C. I don't remember having any students that starts with the letter C. Okay, maybe you joined for like a little while only. Maybe you joined us for like gasp. Yeah, maybe I don't even remember. What happens if I really don't remember? Maybe you join us for a little while only. C. What is C? October you were here already? Oh no. But what if I really have no idea? If you tell me your real name, I still don't remember who you are. That would be pretty sad. Gasp. Right. It's actually quite scary. Now I'm pressurized. Hmm. Yeah, so you need to tell me your real name so I know who you are, right? If you keep it such a secret and I can't guess it, you will be even sadder. Right. Second letter is O. C-O. Catherine. C-A-T. Is it Catherine? C-A-T. H-E-R-I-N-E. I don't remember having a Catherine. Cath. How can spell C-A-T-H. C-A-T-H-E-R-I-N-E. Catherine. I don't remember having a Catherine in our life. Right. No idea. I still have no idea, even if you gave me the first three letters. Maybe you were here in like Teacher Mitsuko and Teacher Jamie's live sessions. What I say again, I say Catherine, right? But I don't remember having a Catherine in. God, last Friday. I don't remember. Last Friday. Last Friday there was no live. Spell on the iPad. No, you can just spell it in the comments down for me, right? You hear Catherine. Is it Catherine? Okay. Enough guessing game. Moving on, right? Sun spilled its rays into the room. Right. This will be option number. Right. This will be option number 4. Right. Into every nook and corner. There is also nook and cranny. Okay, there's also another way to say into any nook and cranny. That's my user and name not display. I don't know. Just I have no idea, really. Right. Gasp. I really have no idea. Right. This guessing game is going the wrong direction. Right. What if I really end up not knowing who you are? Catherine Kuromi. You are Catherine Kuromi. Who is that? I don't remember there is a Catherine Kuromi in my life. Maybe you were in another teacher's life, was it? Catherine Kuromi. No, it's my life. Catherine Kuromi. I don't remember. Right. I'm so sorry, but I really had no idea who you are. Been here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, really? Monday is Teacher Nathan's live though. Right, is it Teacher Nathan's live? Catherine Kuromi. What about your display name then? What is your display name? Your display name is... Yeah, Sunday is a male teacher. Oh, so you are here for a long time. How come I have no idea? Also, I still have yet to guess your display name. So Catherine Kuromi is your username. That for me to guess. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, question number 2. My family blank as we headed to the crowded station to meet up with our cousins. Okay, my family blank as we headed to the crowded station to meet up with our cousins. So you have yet to tell us your display name, so you're only telling us about your normal username, which no one actually would click in to know. Maybe. Right. Your user now is Kuromi Lemo. Okay. And previously it is Catherine Kuromi. Then your display name is not Kuromi. I really have no idea. Right. Guess. Right. Actually, maybe my guessing game is really bad. Like, I can't really remember or recall anyone from my last life that starts with that has the Sanrio in the name, right? Okay, my family blank as we headed to the crowded station. So for this case, right, definitely not yacked bountifully, not gossiping dynamically, right? So it's between 2 and number 3. So is it chatted blithely or talked abashedly? Right, is it chatted blithely or talked abashedly? 2, yes, number 2 is correct. Very well done. Okay, number 2 is correct. Right, do you have any hints on your display name then, since you like to play this guessing game so much? Okay, just as I raise my hand in welcome, a deafening blast, blank. 9 letters is moonlight. Okay, 9 letters is moonlight. Moonlight is the only name that I can recall from a display name. Okay, just as I raise my hand in welcome, a deafening blast, blank. Right, so for this question, right, what would this is actually referring to the bomb, right? No, so if it's not that, if it's not moonlight, then I have no clue. Is it just Catherine itself? Okay, number 3, yes, rocked the grounds is correct. Okay, because it's definitely not shaking the atmosphere. Like, what is shaking the atmosphere? It's not. This is not correct, right? Ramming the place is incorrect as well. Rouse the venue is wrong. Okay, everything became a blank and pandemonium took over. Pandemonium took over. This is a big disaster. Okay, a large and massive destruction. No. Yeah. Okay, just what if I actually have no idea about your display name as well? That would be pretty saddening to hear, right? It's pretty devastating that we have been guessing everything, yet I don't know. Maybe not Catherine, but okay, this will be a grey blurry mess. Because the where does this grey come from, right? Comes from the dust and all the debris. Okay, it comes from the dust and debris that came derived from the explosion in the station, right? Comes from the explosion in the station. Okay, so this is for number 4, the answer for number 4. Moonlight. Yes, so you are moonlight, right? Everyone has been saying that you are moonlight. And then you keep saying no. So you are moonlight. Okay, question number 5. Every single person blank for the escalators and the stairs. Moon bulbs. What is moon bulbs? Every single person blank for the escalators and the stairs. The stairs, sorry. Light bulbs. Okay, light bulbs. So isn't that moonlight? Yeah, it is moonlight. So you are moonlight. Okay, so answer is solved, right? For this case, your display name is Moonlight, and I will sit with that. Okay, question number 5. Every single person blank for the escalators and the stairs. Okay, for this case, right, everyone was already rushing, right, for the escalators and the stairs to escape. Sorry, the stairs. No, my display light bulb. Okay, Moonlight, I understand, right? That is your display light bulb. Okay, every single person, right, blank for the escalators and the stairs. Okay, so is it rushed like wasp, crashed the site, hurtled like cannons, or streamed in time? So for question number 5 is slightly trickier, right? Question number 5 is slightly trickier. So it is not number 2, right? Try again. Not crashing the site, right? Neither it is streaming in time, right? So everyone was like pouncing and jumping towards the escalator and stairs already. So number 3. Okay, hurtled like cannons. Hello, why I pronounce this like that? Okay, I'm sorry for the pronunciation that may not be what you say the word as, right? Okay, so moving on to question number 6. Smoke and sparks blank. Right, smoke and sparks blank. Okay, smoke and sparks. This is coming from the explosions. Right, number 2, shrouded our vision. Shrouded our vision for question number 6 is correct. Okay, smokes and sparks shrouded our vision. Okay, moving on to question number 7. It was a blank site. Okay, so all of these are in line with a composition with a storyline. So it might be trickier if you did not read the compo earlier on. Okay, for question 7, it was a blank site. Okay. Frightening and ghastly sight. So is it number 4 for question number 7? Yes, okay, that is correct. Okay, frightening and ghastly sight. Very well done. Okay, moving on to the next question. The civil defense took positions and blanked the persistent flames. Right, the civil defense took positions and blanked the persistent flames. Okay, what did they do with the flames? Right, for question number 8. Okay, question 8. Wage the persistent flames. No, not really. Right. Waging will be more on like a wager, like wage meaning would more of being waging a war or waging a campaign instead of waging the flames, right? To engage in something. So waging is more of engaging. War, this is to go to war. This is to engage. Okay, so both of these are wrong. So it's either 1 or 4. Okay, try again, last try. It's 4. Yes, they battled the flames. Yes. Okay, it's slightly tricky, but okay, yes, the answer is battled the persistent flames. Question number 9. Blank. Another thunderous blast reverberated from the MRT station that was already engulfed in flames. Okay, question number 9. Question 9. Okay. What is A? Oh, 1. Okay, at this juncture. Question number 9. Yes, at this juncture is correct. Okay, this moment, right? Question 10. All witnesses stood in shock and horror at the tragedy that blank. Tragedy that blank. Okay, all of us stood in shock and horror at the tragedy that unfolded right before our eyes. That is absolutely correct. Okay, unfolded right before our eyes. Very well done. Okay, so let's move on to the next exercise, which is filling in the blanks. Benji slouched blank on the sofa after his hearty meal. Right, a very good meal. Good and full meal. Okay, so Benji slouched blank on the sofa after a hearty meal. Contentedly. Yes, contentedly is correct. Okay? A. Contentedly. Question number 2. The soprano sang blank, hitting the high notes with ease. Soprano counts is a, what do I say? It's a group in choir, right? So they have many different sounds, right? So soprano is like the high pitched ones. Okay, so they have a bass, they also have soprano and some other tones, right, that I'm not really sure of. What do you mean by I just? Okay, sang something, right? Sang blank. Okay, the soprano sang blank. Okay, I got feelings it's A or D. Sang dynamically or blithely. Yes, so is it B or D? For question number 2, the soprano sang dynamically. Okay. Okay, so dynamically. Okay, moving on. Next question. Right, so this is dynamically because they are all in tune, right? So Kelvin had such thick skin that he blank asked for more donations from everyone he knew. Okay, unabashedly. Right, unabashedly is correct for question number 3. Okay, because he actually have no shame, right? Ask for more donation, thick skin. Okay, and lastly is B. That is correct. Okay, so all the 4 questions. Next one, right. The long dress blank her movements as she hurried down the uneven pathway. Okay, as she hurried down the uneven pathway. Okay, hindered her movements. Are you sure it's hindered the movements? For question number 5, yes, it is correct. Okay, don't doubt yourself. Hindered is correct. As the entire situation was blank in uncertainty, Cecilia was at a loss as to what to do. Okay, what is the answer for question number 6? Okay, entire situation was thwarted in uncertainty. Right. It is not thwarted for question 6, right? You want to try again, right? For question 6, actually thwarted actually means to be preventing from accomplishing something, right? So this actually means to prevent someone from accomplishing something. Prevent from accomplishing. Okay, so what is the other answer that you can come up with for question number 6? Your English D7, no, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, try again. Question 6, don't worry, right? Question number 6. Then it's B, yes. Okay, if it's not D, the answer is B, shrouded, right? So the vision was shrouded, so it's like clouded, right? So when it's cloudy, you are uncertain about it. So that is why the answer is B. Okay, question 7. The overturned truck blanked traffic, causing a major jam on the expressway. Okay, A, yes, very obvious, right? Obstructed traffic. So they blocked the traffic, restricted movements of the vehicles. Question 8. His plans were blank. His plans were blank when they overheard his conversation accidentally. Okay, yes, there is no doubt but it being thwarted. Okay, question number 9. It is blank to know that slavery is still being practiced in some parts of the world today. Okay, it is blank to know that slavery is still being practiced in some parts of the world today. Okay, so what is this for question number 9? Right, question number 9. Okay, boggling. Not really boggling, right? Because boggling actually means to be, how do I explain? It's actually to make someone astonished, right? Amazed, right? Make someone being very amazed. So boggling is actually amusement. Okay, amazed. Okay, try again. It is blank to know that slavery is still being practiced. Okay, next answer. D, frightening. Okay, it can be scary. However, we would say that this is more of disturbing. Right, it's quite disturbing to know. Compelling was used in English O-level Compre. Oh, really? For this year? Yes. Okay, I see. So did you use compelling in the proper way for your O-level English? Due to the new and blank evidence, the judge found him not guilty. Okay, this is when we use which word? A, yes, due to the new and compelling evidence. Okay, compelling, right? There is no doubt, but this being so strong that the evidence cannot even stop this person from being unguilty, right? So it's very strong. Compelling was forcing, I was wrong. Okay, compelling as in, oh, you thought that the word was compelling in O levels, is it? Okay, compelling actually means to be a very, to not be able to be refused, right? So it be very powerful and convincing in this case. So this sentence where we use compelling will mean that, oh, it is not refusable. Compel versus compelling is two different words. Okay, it is the same word, just in different word forms. Okay, so for compel and compelling, right? Both are the same words, just that they are in different word forms. Okay, because it is the noun form or it's the verb form, so the words can have different meanings, right? So which is why it can be quite tricky when you change it to LLING. Okay, even though they do still have similar connotations. Okay, but yes, compel means to be forced, but compelling is a different word. So do take note of it, right? It's a different meaning. Okay, because compelling is an adjective. Compel is actually, compel is a different word form. Okay, compelling in the verb form, it's actually like, there is similar, it's two different words. As in, yes, they are two different words with different meanings, if that is what you mean. Right, they are in different word forms. Okay, so compelling is an adjective, compel is actually a verb. Okay, so in this case, compelling, we are using it as an adjective. Okay, and they are different meanings. Okay, so do not assume that every word has the same meaning, even though they spell them very similarly. Okay, question 11. The movie was so blank that he could not sleep that night. Okay. He could not sleep that night. This is a giveaway question, right? So frightening. Okay, D. Frightening. It was such a mind blank puzzle. Mind blank puzzle. Okay, it was such a mind blank puzzle that Jenna finally gave up in despair. The only option, yes. Okay, we are only left with boggling. Okay, moving on to the next section. Okay, the shortage of food resulted in a blank demand. We have this, which is a very big clue, right? In an blank demand, which caused prices to soar blank high. Okay, so for question number 1. Question number 1. An incessant demand is correct. Okay, incessant. Which caused prices to soar blank high. What can we use to describe how crazy the prices soared? H, yes, horrendously high, right? Too high, that is unbelievable. The guard was ordered to keep a blank eye on the blank materials. Okay, keep a blank eye. The guard was ordered to keep a blank eye on the blank materials. J, keep a vigilant eye. Yes, okay, on the blank materials. This is a little trickier. F, combustible. Yes, okay, combustible, because they are easily they easily catch fire, so the guard actually have to keep an eye on it just in case it actually catches fire or something, right? Okay, question number 3. Blank broke out when blank engulfed the building. D, pandemonium broke out, right? Pandemonium arose. Yes. Okay. When blank engulfed the building, engulf. Okay. E, yes. Okay. When throngs of flames engulfed the building. Cries filled the air as people blank off their possessions. Okay. People blank off their possessions. Okay, yes. The auditorium was blank. Everyone was in blank spirits. The crowd was blank when they caught the first glimpse of their idol on stage. So the auditorium was blank. The auditorium was bursting at its seams, yes. Okay, means that it's like packed like sardines. Okay, so it's the same meaning, right? Very full. Everyone was in blank spirits. The crowd was blank when they caught the first glimpse. Okay, yes. Okay, everyone was in zesty spirits. The crowd was ecstatic when they caught the first glimpse of the idol on stage. Okay, moving on to the next model compo, surviving the MRT tracks. Okay, once again, this is a new passage with new vocabulary words again. So for those who are interested to take down some notes, please feel free to do so while I read through this. Okay, so the new MRT station's floor was sparkling clean. Flamboyant posters adorned many of the pillars. The platform was speckled with few commuters. Some elderly were holding their positions behind the yellow line and waiting agilely for the next train to rattle in, hoping to secure a seat in the train. Tim and his soccer mates were slouching on one of the benches and making idle jokes at one another. Amidst everyone's laughter, suddenly the team's captain, James, suggested impishly, "Let's play soccer now, right here in this new MRT station." Tim's eyes shot up in glee. Excitement gushed like a perfect surfer's wave through the group. All of them got on their feet and started dribbling the soccer ball. "We'll just play tackle," Tim roared while he was busy dancing his feet around the ball before losing it to James. The boys created a scene on the platform with their little game of tackle. Onlookers stared at them disdainfully. They were causing a racket, despite their best efforts to keep their voices down. As the boys got more engrossed in the game, they started to spread out. Tim was heading for the definitive tackle. He wanted to steal the ball from right under James' nose. There's not much changing of sentence structure. As in? Right, Tim arrowed in and ran for it. Like a hunter after his prey, Tim stuck out his feet to hook the ball right off James's left foot. "No, I do not know you, Just." Sketchily unaware that they were right at the edge of the platform, both boys tripped over and fell straight into the devil's pit. The MRT tracks. Why? I really do not know who you are. Okay? So I'm really unable to guess it. So maybe you should just tell me your display name and maybe I really don't know. He thought they landed right on the stony tracks, hitting metal and rocks all at once. You can add periodic sentence combination of loose sentences. Okay, interesting. This is for primary school, by the way. Hot fella babe. Moonlight what? So you are Moonlight. But you keep saying that you are not Moonlight. So I don't know who you are if you are not Moonlight. Right, you always deny that you are not Moonlight. So I really have no idea who you are if you are not Moonlight. Because every time we all say that you are Moonlight, you say no. So are you Moonlight or not? Right. It's quite confusing. Maybe. Okay. So James was a distance away from Tim, as James had landed on the extreme end of the track's breadth. Suddenly, flashes of light blinded Tim's eyes. The noise that came with the obtrusive light hurt his ears. Looking up, Tim saw the train speeding like a demon towards him. He froze. His heart was lodged in his throat. His legs turned to lead. His mind convulsed. He was going to die. "Tim Go Zhilong, give me your hand right now." James's voice shook Tim out of his terrified trance. Stretching with all his might, both boys' hands locked in a death grip, and while with one life-saving jerk, James pulled Tim to safety. Huddling together to stay as close to the wall as possible, the two boys braced against the gushing wind that threatened to tear them away. The train was zooming right past them when everything came to a standstill after the train had stopped. James and Tim buckled into a tight hug, thanking their lucky stars for surviving this ordeal. They knew they would have to face the music for the mischief. However, nothing could beat being alive right now. Nothing. Okay, so these are the power words for you, Moonlight. Right, if you are P5 this year, right, you have to take down these notes for your P6 composition. Right, so, okay, over here, right, since we are at the power words, please take your notes, take your screenshots, write them down, and ask me any questions you need, right? If you feel that you're unsure of any definitions. Okay, just leave this here for a while for you to remember these words or read through them, right? Okay, so before we move on, the bottom half of the page. Okay, moving on to the next page over here, right? Okay, take your time to take down and read through the notes, right? From 16 to 27. Okay, you can write them down, take a screenshot, or even just memorize them right now. Okay, these are good for your revision, especially for those who are taking your PSLE next year. Okay, next half of the page before we move on. Okay, before we move on with the next half of the page, right? Okay, next one. First question of this exercise, right? Replace the sentence. Colorful posters hung on many of the pillars. Okay, so just now when we read through the passage, we definitely went through this part. Okay, for question number 1. Colorful posters hung on many of the pillars. Right, for this case, please take note. Okay, what would the answer for question number 1 be? Okay, anyone has any idea? Question number 1. Right. Replace the sentence. Okay, any of the options over here can replace this sentence. Colorful posters hung on many of the pillars. Right, so the answer for this question is actually number 2. Right, flamboyant posters adorned many of the pillars. Okay, because this is actually describing this. Okay, moving on to question 2. The platform was blank with few commuters. Very less, right? So they're standing apart from each other. So it's definitely not crowded. Okay, so for question number 2, what would the answer be? Okay, question number 2. Definitely not scampered or pickled. Okay, so it's only 1 or 2. Is it speckled or is it freckled? Right, is it speckled or is it freckled? Okay, so for this case, right, speckle of dust, which means just like one dot, right? So it means that like speckled with very few people. So the answer is actually number 1. Okay, speckled with few commuters. Some elderly were holding their positions behind the yellow line and blank for the next train to rattle in. Okay, they were waiting something, right? So which of the words over here can describe waiting? So which of these options, which of these option is correct? Okay, which one do you think is the appropriate answer? Okay, question number 3. Okay, question 3. Some elderly were holding their positions behind the yellow line and blank for the next train to rattle in, hoping to secure a seat in the train. Okay, question number 3. What would the answer be for question number 3? Okay, waiting something, right? So what is the adverb that we use, right? For this case, for question number 3, we use waiting agilely. Okay, because it's not really saying that it's actively, so option 1 is eliminated. Obdurately, what does obdurately mean? Okay, what does obdurately mean? So obdurately actually means to be stubborn. Okay, stubbornly. Impertinently, right? Impertinently, right? What does this mean then? Without respect, right? This is rudely. But how do you wait for a train rudely, right? You cannot be scolding the train. So the answer can only be option number 3, agilely, in a rush, right? Every time if you're running late, you'll be like waiting really anxiously. Okay, question number 4. Blank everyone's laughter. Suddenly the team's captain. Okay, blank everyone's laughter. Suddenly the team's captain. Okay, so what is the answer for question number 4? Okay, what is the answer for question number 4? Okay, in the middle, right, among, right, question 4, the answer will only be amidst, right, the only possible and suitable word that we can use for question number 4, because cannot be in the center of. This does not really make sense, right? In the center of usually is for a place. Okay, in the center of the mall, right? But for this case, it's the laughter and sounds, so we do not use in the center of, or within, or along with. Okay, question 5, replace the underlined word. Okay, suggested playfully. Right, which of these words actually can replace the word playfully? Okay, which of these words actually can replace the word playfully? Okay, anyone? Okay, I see an answer. Wait, number 1. J says impishly. Okay, impishly is correct for question number 5. Right, impishly, playfully. Right. Okay, next question. Replace the sentence. People stared at them disapprovingly. Right. Disapprovingly. So what would it be for question number 6? This is a little more trickier. Right. What would the answer be for question number 6? Number 4, yes. Okay, number 4. Onlookers stared at them contemptuously. Okay, onlookers stared at them contemptuously. Okay, so for question number 7, they were blank despite their best efforts to keep their voices down. Okay, despite their best efforts to keep their voices down, right? So they were already trying their best, right? Trying their best. Oops. Okay, question number 7. Right, question number 7. Okay, number 3. Are you sure? Creating a scene. Not really, right? There's a more suitable answer for question 7, right? Among the other 3 options, do you want to try again? Ajay? 2, yes, causing a racket, right? They were being very loud and noisy. So they were really trying to keep their voices down, but they couldn't. So the answer is number 2. Question 8. As the boys got more blank in the game, they started to spread out. Hey, they got more blank in the game. They started to spread out. Okay, question number 8. They got more absorbed right into the game, so they actually start to forget their surroundings. Okay, yes, engrossed in the game is correct. Okay, very well done, engrossed. Right, because cannot be engorged, enticed, entwined. There's only one possible answer, right? To be engrossed in the game. So this is the biggest hint we can actually get from this question. Question 9. His mind blank. Okay, his mind blank. Right, question number 9. Convulse. Very well done, convulse. Okay, next question. Question 10. Tim Go Zhelong. Give me your hand. Give me your hand right now. James's voice shook Tim out of his terrified something. Right. Out of his terrified something. Question number 10. Truth. Okay, truth is incorrect. Okay, you want to try again? Truth actually means to be to come to an agreement lah. So for truth is to come to an agreement. Okay, come to an agreement. Comatose. Are you sure? Comatose. Do you know what comatose means? Right, comatose actually means to be in a state of coma, in short. Right, extremely tired. So it's not comatose nor truce. Is it a reverie or is it a trance? Terrified reverie or terrified trance? Okay, which one is correct? Okay, so what does reverie mean? Right, reverie means a daydream. Okay, reverie means a daydream. So what would the answer be for question number 10? What would the answer be for question 10? Okay. Question 10. No, it's not reverie, Brian. Okay, the answer is only trance. Right, it's not a terrified daydream. How are you in a terrified daydream? Okay, so the only possible answer we can see over here is a terrified trance. Okay, moving on to exercise 2. When the grounds shook in the middle of the night, it blanked in many and all the residents were evacuated from the building. It blanked in many. Okay, question 1. Okay, question number 1. It blanked in many. Trance defines an electronic. As in, okay, a trance, right, is a state of something, right? So trance actually, to be in trance is actually to mean to be in a temporary shocked condition. So usually we would say, oh, put him into a terrified trance, a shocked trance, right? So it's an altered state of consciousness. Okay, but this question, yes, D is correct. Question number 2. Despite the sullen mood of the class after our defeat, the class clown managed to start blank from everyone with his usual anecdotes. Okay, despite the sullen mood of the class after our defeat. Okay, question 2. Managed to start raising laughter. Okay, A is correct. Raising laughter. Okay, question number 3. The mother's harsh scolding and the child's incessant wailing were blank in the toy store. Okay, question number 3. The mother's harsh scolding and the child's incessant wailing were blank in the toy store. Okay, so moving on to question number 3. The mother's harsh scolding and child's incessant wailing were creating a scene. Right. Is it creating a scene or causing a racket? This is actually quite challenging, but you got it right. Okay, so actually this answer is C for question number 3. Okay, question 4. Those inconsiderate teenagers were blank, chit-chatting animatedly in the library. Okay, were blank, chit-chatting animatedly in the library. Okay, question number 4. B, causing a racket. Yes, okay, causing a racket. Okay, question 5. We all blank in laughter when we saw the comedian perform. Right, we all blank in laughter. So what is it that we all did? Right. Question number 5. Question number 5. 5 is C, throbbed in laughter. Not really. Okay, throbbing is like, usually we will use throbbing to describe pain, right? There's throbbing pain in your stomach, in your chest, in your head, right? There's throbbing. Okay, so it's like something like a piercing, but not really piercing, right? Throbbing pain. So the answer is actually A, convulsed in laughter. Okay, for question number 5, the answer is actually A, convulsed in laughter. The patient's heart blank wildly whenever he fails to take his pills on time. The patient's heart blank wildly. Palpitates wildly, right, whenever he fails to take his pills. Okay, so for question number 6, that is correct. Okay, palpitates. Question 7. During the earthquake, the towering monument blank precariously, threatening to collapse anytime. Okay, this is quite easy, right? For question number 7, it will be option. Question 7. What option will it be? D. Lurch precariously. Okay, lurch precariously. Hello, Kira. Am I too late? Quite. We started the live at around 4 p.m. Okay, but don't worry, you still have about half an hour of lesson to catch up on. Okay, so over here we are doing vocabulary. Just to update you, we are doing vocabulary. Oops, I was outside. It's okay. You are graduating tomorrow, right, Kira? Right, congratulations and all the best for your PSLE results next week. Okay, Jenny's head blank persistently. Yes, the last one is only C. Okay, throbbed persistently. Okay, throbbed persistently. Question number 9. The teenager went into a state of blank after being hit by a car. Graduation was today. Tomorrow is prize giving. Oh, really? Wow, so you have actually graduated from your 6 years of primary school. Tomorrow is prize giving. Are you going to attend the prize giving ceremony? Right, are you getting any awards? Yes, wow, congratulations, Kira. Right, good job. Okay, question number 9. The teenager went into a state of blank after being hit by a car. Right. Chances of coming around. This is waking up. B or C? Okay, reverie is like a daydream. Okay, so the answer can only be B. Right, state of coma. Comatose is just in short coma. Okay, so the answer is B. Question 10. Despite my best efforts to make an apology, my best friend refused to come to a blank with me and dropped the argument. Come to an agreement. In short, there's another word that represents coming to an agreement. For question number 10, what is the answer? Coming to an agreement. D. Yes, come to a truce with me, right? Come to a truce. Finally, the holidays are here. I can spend my time to be in blank, Tony announced happily. Okay, the holidays are coming, so what will the answer be for question number 11? Okay, finally, the holidays are here. Okay, spend my time To be in trance. Are you sure, Brian? Are you sure it's trance? Okay, it's actually to be in a daydream, right? To be in reverie, happy daydream. Okay, and lastly, everyone in class went into a petrified trance when Mrs. Ling blew her top. Okay, she got angry. So everyone was scared. Okay, using power words. The minute the bank robbers charged into the bank, everything blank. The security guards blank and he could only surrender his pistol to the robbers. You are back. You went to collect treasure box but it was empty. What treasure box did you go and collect, Kira? Is it a time capsule that you made? What is the treasure box? Is it from your school? Like the coin type on TikTok. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's empty, so you don't get any coins, is it? Oh, that's quite a bummer. But it's okay. Right, it's just a little coin. Right, you can get your badge next time when the treasure box is back. Okay, have you eaten dinner? Right, like now it's quite late already. It's already 6:43. Came to a standstill. Everything came to a standstill for question number 1 is correct. Okay, everything came to a standstill. Very well done. The security guards blank, and he could only surrender his pistol. Okay, he froze on the spot, right? Because he had to surrender his pistol. Heart was lodged in his throat. Not really. Right, try again. For question 1, second blank, it's not H. There's another more suitable answer for question number 1. Yes, okay, that is right. B, legs turned to lead. Okay, means like frozen. Because lead is like solid, it's hard. Okay, and everyone was made to blank together in a corner. Okay, there is only one option for this, right? So it's A. Yes, huddled together in a corner. Blank through everyone when the roller coaster was crawling uphill. Okay, there is only one possible answer for this as well. Yes, answer is J. Next question. Then it went down the ramp. Blank. Okay, F. Yes. Okay, speeding like a demon. James's blank and he screamed his head off. Okay. H. Heart was lodged in his throat. Yes. It is not like hunter after his prey and scream his head off, because hunter after the prey don't really scream, right? Hunter after the prey is like quite sneaky and like fierce. Like chasing, right? Hunter after the prey. The fire was caused by our prank. After blank, we had to blank and bear all the consequences. The fire was caused by our prank. After blank, we had to blank and bear all the consequences. The fire. G and E. Yes. Okay, G and E is correct. Both of you, G and E. Okay, after surviving the ordeal, right, face the music and bear all the consequences. Face the music to get scolded, right? Lastly, Tim ran after his brother, blank, throughout the entire supermarket when they were playing catch. They blanked when they caused a tower of canned food to topple. Tim ran after his brother. K and D, yes. K and D is correct. Like a hunter after his prey and created a scene. Okay, very well done. Now we are at the next composition. In hot soup. Okay, in hot soup. And here's a perfect 3-point shot, I exclaimed as I tossed a crumpled ball of paper at the whirling fan blades. The gang of boys burst into uproarious laughter when the whirling blades simply swiped the ball of paper aside as if it was of no significance. I simply shrugged my shoulders and gave a goofy grin. Oh well, bet none of you could have scored anyway. Is this narrative compo like Sec 1? This is a P6 compo. Okay, Kira, narrative compo like Sec 1 narrative is quite different from this. Although you can still make use of these type of these words over here to describe the people in your composition. So you can still take down some new words that you feel like can be helpful, right? Because for narrative compo wise, you really need a lot of description. Yes. With the gauntlet being thrown, the boys rose to the challenge. The competition was now on. Each fashioned their ultimate basketball using different paper materials. Soon the desks were littered with paper balls of all shapes and sizes. Hoots of laughter erupted in the classroom. Buoyant yells and cheers ricocheted rapturously off the walls, egging everyone to be more participative in the game. Before long, all the boys in the class were trying their hands at outdoing one another to see who can be the highest scorer. High fives were exchanged whenever a paper ball sailed marvelously without a glitch through the whirling blades. All of us were so fixated in our game that we failed to notice the figure standing by the door. Seconds passed into minutes, and yet we were oblivious to the storm that was brewing behind our backs. The figure stepped into the doorway and stood with her hands on her hips. Her painted lips curled in distaste, and the eyes behind the horn-rimmed glasses flashed with simmering anger. Annoyance was practically radiating off her pores. I was first to notice the change in the atmosphere. My blood froze. I was appalled to see Mrs. Ping, the discipline mistress, at the door. Gulping down the stone that seemed lodged in my throat, I stammered, Mrs. Ping." All movements immediately ceased as everyone became still as statues. Those simple words were enough to strike fear in everyone's hearts. Slowly, the rest of the boys swiveled their heads around and stared in dismay at the formidable discipline mistress. We knew we were done for now. Mrs. Ping was notorious for her punishments. Our little basketball game had turned into a pot of boiling hot soup for us. So this is why the title of this compo is In Hot Soup, because they are in trouble. Basically in big trouble. Okay, in big trouble. Okay, power words. He burst into uproarious laughter, swiped no significance, shrugging shoulders, right? To describe someone, you can say like they don't know. So this is actually the IDK. Goofy green gauntlet being thrown, rose to the challenge, fashion, desks were littered with paper balls, hoots of laughter erupted, buoyant yells and cheers. Without a glitch, fixated, failed to notice. Oblivious to the storm that was brewing behind our backs, Lips curled in distaste. Eyes flashed with simmering anger. Annoyance was practically radiating off her pores. Change in the atmosphere. Appalled. All movements immediately ceased. Still as statues. Strike fear in everyone's hearts. Swiveled. Stared in dismay. Formidable. Done for. Okay, so let's move on to the first segment of this. Okay, question number 1. The gang of boys burst into uproarious laughter when the whirling blades simply swiped the ball of paper aside, as if it was of blank. Okay, as if it was of blank. Okay, so for question number 1, as if it was of no significance. Very well done. Okay, no significance. With the blank being thrown, the boys rose to the challenge. Okay, the ball of paper. This represents the ball of paper. Okay, with the gauntlet. Yes, okay, the gauntlet being thrown. Question 3. All of us were so blank in our game that we failed to notice the figure standing by the door. Engross, right? There's another word for engross. What is the answer for question number 3? Is copying Sec 1 model compos useful? In a sense, if your memory comes down from writing a lot, right, it actually can help you a little, but I would say that reading them is sufficient compared to copying them, because Sec 1 compos have a lot of variations, so if you are to copy them, like, it might not be as useful even when you start writing it, right? But if you read them as like leisurely, then you just take in the ideas on how you are going to write. Because sometimes when you copy the compose, it will turn out very stagnant, right? And you're unable to tweak it like flexibly like to your own writing style. So every student have like different writing styles, right? So it depends on how you learn and how you write. Okay, we're so fixated in our games, right? For question number 3, fixated, yes, that is correct. Question 4, seconds passed into minutes and yet we were blank to the figure, to the discipline mistress standing behind. Okay. Number 3, yes, oblivious. We were oblivious to the blank. Question 5. Replace the underlined phrase, storm that was gathering silently behind our backs. Okay, yes, brewing. Okay, gathering silently. Question 6. Her painted lips blank. Four, yes, curled in distaste. Right, curled in distaste. So she was like unhappy already. Okay, next question. The horn-rimmed glasses flashed with blank. Simmering anger. Very fast, speed running this segment. Question number 8. Displeasure was practically blank her pores. Three, yes, radiating off her pores is correct. Question 9. I was blank to see Mrs. Ping. Okay, yes, number 3. I was appalled to see Mrs. Ping. Last question. At the formidable discipline mistress. Yes. Okay, so that is correct. Moving on to exercise number 2. That rich boy felt that losing his branded wallet was of blank because his parents would not reprimand him in any way. C. Was of no significance. Right, because the parents wouldn't even scold him. So, therefore, the answer is C. Next. Being the rudest girl in school. Right, being the rudest girl in school. Georgina has blank for how the teachers grade her conduct. Georgina has blank for how teachers grade her. Okay, what would the answer be for question number 2? Any idea? A, yes. Okay, she actually has no regards. Okay, for how the teacher, so she don't care. So basically no regards means she doesn't care. Don't care. Okay, so the answer is A. The blank looking box. Okay, the blank looking box left in the corner of the train station created suspicions. Okay, the blank looking box. Okay, the what looking box? D, yes, the nondescript looking box, right? Created suspicions. So it's like unknown, so suspicious, right? Losing the competition was indeed very sad for all the players. Blank, it was a good experience for everyone. So this is just a connector, which is B, nonetheless, right? With all eyes blank on him, the boy had cold feet and backed out of the storytelling contest. So all eyes blank on him, right? They were all just looking at him, right? So it's fixated, yes. Fixated on him. Okay, next, the audience were blank by the intense storyline and kept on the edge of the seats throughout the whole performance. Okay, they were blank by the intense storyline. Okay, they were actually gripped by the intense storyline. Okay, held. Okay, they were gripped. When the robbers charged into the bank, all the tellers were momentarily blank. No one dared to move. Momentarily blank. Okay, so for this case, nobody dared to move, right? So the answer is actually transfixed. Okay, so A, B, C are done. So leaving the last answer as D. Infused. What does infused actually mean? So have you ever heard of infused tea? Okay, have you ever heard of infused tea? So what does infused actually mean, right? Infused actually means to be to be like filled up, right? So let's say infused tea, it means to soak the tea, the package of the tea, right? This is the tea package. Okay, so the tea leaves are inside here. Then you infuse the tea in the cup of water. Okay, so to fill it, right? Soaked, yes. So that is what infused actually means. So it's infused with reluctance, right? Filled with reluctance. Okay, filled. Question 9. The ranger kept his eyes blank at the spot where he last saw the bear, hoping to get a second look. Okay, the ranger kept his eyes blank at the spot. Okay. Question number 9. This is a little trickier, right? C. Appalled. Are you sure it's appalled? What does appalled mean? Okay, appalled actually means to be very horrified. Okay, I was appalled to see someone, right? So this actually means horrified, very shocked, right? I was appalled. Okay, so for question number 9. Yes, riveted at the spot. Okay, kept his eyes riveted at the spot, hoping to get a second look. Lean-faced turned blank upon seeing the blood on her finger's open wound. Okay, there is one word that represents turning very pale, right? So for question number 10, yes, the answer is pallid. Very well done. Question 11, our team leader is a very blank person. Okay, it's very blank person. Okay, so what does bigot mean? Okay, bigoted means to be very opinionated. Okay, opinionated. Opinionated, yes. Very biased, right? So for this case, the answer is A. Refuses to accept other people's views, right? So he is very persistent on his own thoughts and ideals. Question number 12. Her selfish behavior has blanked many of her friends. Hence, she has no one to hang out with these days. Okay, this definitely is the last option that is available. Has shocked and horrified many of her friends. Because selfish behavior, right? People are not fond of selfish behaviors. Exercise 3. Our last exercise for today. There was an obvious blank in the class when the usually timid boy did not retreat, but instead blank off the bully. So there was an obvious blank in the class. K. Your answer is K. Right, question number 1, exercise 3. Yes. Change in the atmosphere. Change in the atmosphere, moving on. B. Did not, but instead, yes. Rose to the challenge. Okay, question number 2. The comedian's signature blank. And the way he blank never failed to make his audience blank. Okay, question 2, what is the answer? Okay, signature goofy grin, right? Goofy grin. Okay, because he's a comedian, so his signature pose, which is his grin. Okay, and the way he blank never fail to make his audience something, right? The way he does an action. Okay, so for this case is the way he shrugs his shoulder. Okay, never fail to make his audience burst into uproarious laughter. Okay, so make the audience laugh because his job is a comedian, right? So the only thing is to make the audience laugh. Okay, question number 3. Our stoic discipline master is capable of blank. Okay, our stoic discipline master is capable of... Okay, it means it's very strict, right? Stoic. So what would the answer be? Okay, Kira says J. Yes, striking fear in everyone's hearts. Okay, when he blanked at the boys' naughtiness. So when he blanked at the boys' naughtiness. Okay, so for question number 3, second blank. When he blanked at the boys' naughtiness. When he stared in dismay, that is correct. Okay, all of them instantly blank action and talking. Okay, ceased, yes, it immediately stopped, right? The hilarious way the party room was blank had blank from anyone who walked into the room. Okay, the hilarious way the party room was blank. Okay, there's only 2 options left, so is it C or H first? Okay, it is C first, then comes H, right? Was fashioned, right? Decorated. Okay, decorated. Okay, and lastly, the answer is hoots of laughter erupting from everyone who walked into the room. Okay, last one is H. Yes, thank you, Kira and GPDP. Yes. So, and with that, we have come to the end of our live lesson today. So, thank you all for joining our live sessions and answering the questions. I hope you learned something new, and all the best for your PSLE results collection, Kira, as well as good luck for, not good luck, but good job for getting a prize for the prize ceremony tomorrow, right? Congratulations. Okay, bye bye, guys. See you soon in our next live. Okay, happy graduation.